Thank you. Thank you, and please sit down. Uh, you can't believe how amazing it is to be up here and look at almost 800 people who came here tonight. People who had to pay to come and knew when they came through these doors, we would even ask you for more money. So thank you. It does take a village. The Ramirez family obviously can't do it all alone, but we know that the return on our investment in these kids is huge. And I hope tonight all of you have had an opportunity to just meet some of them. They're unbelievable. They're great kids with a bright future that has no limits. And as Abby said, they're going to change Milwaukee, they're going to change Wisconsin, and they're going to change the world. And we're just getting started. Over the next 10 years, we're going to be adding the equivalent of a new school every year with between almost 200 students each year as we build the capacity here and then fill the capacity on the north side to at least 2,000 students. What we want to create in the north side is unique in that we want to have, by design, a more diverse school than we have here. There'll be more talk about the north side later, but I just wanted to thank you for being here and supporting all we do. You are our village. Now, as Abby said, 2023, the summer of 2023 was a bit interesting. We were trying to complete Phase 2, which is a $49 million expansion north of here. We were having supply chain issues. Finishing everything was difficult. We had a lot we had to buy in order to finish our parking lot, and we were having trouble with the city in buying this little lot. But eventually, we got everything done. But through all that morass, I gave Abby a call, and it wasn't quite, I'm thinking about. It's, Abby, I'm going to buy this campus. And I know you're busy. And I don't need an answer now, but we can do an independent school. But my preference is to have the odd prep leadership take over the school and do the same thing on the north side as we've done here. Now, Abby didn't talk to me for about 30 days. Her daughters came to me over the 4th and said, "Why do you make so much work from our mom?" That was like a Mike Tyson punch to the gut. But knowing Abby and just knowing the dynamics we had as a father-daughter boss, I knew she would meditate on the opportunity we had. And I knew also that she and her team would come to realize that having control and leading the effort on the north side was an opportunity that we couldn't pass up and she couldn't pass up. Now, so about 6 weeks later, we met and she said, "Okay, we'll do it, but..." And then she laid out an organizational plan with a dollar sign on everything that it took. And I said, "Go to it, you're in charge, make it happen, recruit the people, and we'll have this youth school perform in an exceptional way." And that's what we're in the process of doing. Imagine between Cardinal Stritch campus, the North Campus, and this campus, having 450, 500 kids graduate each year with a faith, set of values, set of competencies that can impact the city in a major way. Milwaukee is a great place to live. We still have some issues. Clearly, the biggest issue is education. I sure would love the roads to be better. And Chief, as we talked about earlier this week, we need to have a safe place. Chief Norman, could you stand up? He has a little bit of a challenge, given the Republican convention and everything coming up with the various protests that I'm sure we're going to see. But I'm sure his team will be able to rise to the occasion and get the job done. We have, if we look at this crowd, we realize that we've had these awards for roughly 6 years. And the Founders and Friends Awards are the 2 awards we do each year. And we have quite a few of our winners here. So I'm going to call their name. I'm going to ask them to stand and stay standing. And at the end of the list, please join me in a big round of applause. First, VJS and the Jorgensen family. And Henry Tyson, the superintendent of St. Marcus. Mark and Karen Erdman. Mark discovered us in one of the first days of our having the construction start, and he's been around the campus ever since. Mary Ellen Stanek and Baird. Baird has been a wonderful supporter, and Paul and I, the departed Paul, were attached at the hip when we were working on a number of educational issues in town. Tim Wallen and Julie from MLG. We Energies, including Scott Lauber, Beth Straka, Kevin Fletcher, who I think are all with us tonight. So if you could all stand up. We Energies was our first very large supporter and has been with us for the last 7 years, and we couldn't be here without their support. The Birchie family and Camcraft. BMO and the M&I Foundation. And Green Discus Johnson and Network Health. These companies and individuals are the Hall of Fame in Wisconsin, so please join me in a huge round of applause for all of them. Thank you. Tonight, we are recognizing Dr. Emilia Arana for her service to Aug Prep. When we conceived the school, we conceived 4 pillars, which you have been exposed to tonight, but one of the pillars was family. And we realized unless we had healthy children and healthy parents, that we couldn't have a successful school. So we decided to put a clinic on campus and work very hard with a number of major medical systems. But finally we realized the best answer was 16th Street, which knows how to deal with the clientele that we service at this school. Dr. Arana has not only been a great leader in this effort, a big supporter of our kids. She has been with 16th Street for over 20 years, came from Chicago. She understands the community and helps these families, not only with medical services, but with navigating the morass that is our medical system. And without that, our parents couldn't be successful in having the medical care that they need. So please join me in a round of applause for Dr. Arana. We're not going to call you up just yet. We're going to show a video that presents some of the people who have benefited from 16th Street service.